Welcome back, 514. Spring break season is here, and before you know it, we're going to be into the summer months. And it's the time of year when we can shed those heavy layers, but it's also a time when people, we're talking adults, teens, kids, they can feel very exposed. Body image issues can plague anyone of any age or gender. And on today's Mom Squad, we talk with Dr. Emily Mudd with the Cleveland Clinic Center for Pediatric Behavioral Health. She says the images that kids are exposed to can set them up for unrealistic expectations of what they should look like.
A negative body image in children and adolescents would be when they perceive, a lower self-esteem related to how they look. Specifically, whether that's correlated with health or not. There's been studies that show that children as young as preschool have correlations in their self-image related to negative self-worth, especially little girls. But we also know that it's emerging for little boys as well. So we know that things like saying fat in books, or even these superheroes with these big muscles. There's been a lot of literature, obviously, on how Barbie dolls look. We know that all information, read books, figurines, obviously the media that children are consuming is not realistic to what a human body is able to look like for boys or girls. And we know that can impact self-esteem as young as preschoolers.
And you heard Dr. Mudd talk about social media, which is an even bigger issue with teens, with social media influencers and photoshopped images causing major issues for our young adults. To hear how to talk to your teens about that and how you can spot some red flags, watch the entire episode on your WKYC Plus channel, which you can find on Roku and Fire TV. You can also see it on your WKYC YouTube channel if you don't have Roku or Fire. So we even talk about all of us adults, especially after babies, how we can spot negative body image within ourselves. And then with this episode, Christy Paul is joining me. She talks about how she helped her 3 teenage daughters navigate this issue. And we really delve deep into things like, and it might seem very no-brainer, but then when you're in that moment trying to help a teen or trying to help your child, talking about what to focus on other than image, what qualities to say that you have or your family has or your teen has, like always complimenting them when they do something kind, to bring kindness out into the forefront instead of always focusing on they will gravitate toward what they look like, especially with.
Well, being the daughter of a teenager, I could tell you that I tell her every day that the most beautiful thing about her is her heart. And that's true. And those are the kinds of images that they need to hear.
Yeah. You mentioned the social media aspect. Do you feel it's more difficult now than it once was?
Oh, I mean, come on, it's difficult for adults. And that's another reason why I brought this up, is because I feel like conversations among even my friends, which we should all know better, there's people who are, and we've done stories about people who are, getting cosmetic surgeries or doing some things because the selfie faces, that we've been so focused on over the past decade. So yeah, it's a good listen just to bring things back to reality.
Good.